Grilled octopus, it's healthy and delicious. Can't wait to eat it. And today we're making octopus alla griglia, grilled octopus. So we have this beautiful octopus. So let me put some gloves because we don't want our hands to start smelling like fish for like a week. And this octopus, I bought it frozen. You can buy it fresh as well. I find that frozen, it's just a good way of purchasing it because you can put it straight in the freezer. And by freezing the octopus, it also allows for some of the fibers to break down. It becomes a little bit softer. And the other ingredients for today's recipes are bay leaves, thyme, of course potatoes, extra virgin olive oil, salt and paprika. The first thing you gotta do though is cleaning the octopus. Check it out, this is the head. You got the little eyes and the long tentacles. So the first thing we need to do is cleaning the eyes, and then if you turn it upside down, over here, that's the mouth, what's called the beak, because it looks like a little parrot beak. So let's start off with cleaning the eyes, which are kind of these gelatinous balls. My camera woman Ellie is really struggling with this. Same with the other one. Ellie, everything okay? And around the eye you got gelatinous bits, so you can just cut them off. The beak is the same thing. Be careful with this because you can hurt yourself. So just, see, look at that, comes out. Ooh. So this thing also into the bin. And that's all the cleaning you gotta do. You could also opt by taking the whole head off, but at the end of the day you can eat the head, so I don't like wasting stuff, so we're gonna keep it. With this done, take one glove off. Throw in a bit. In a pan, extra virgin olive oil to cover all the bottom. Then we're gonna add some thyme. You can add marjoram as well, and some bay leaves, and we'll let this heat up. Once you see some bubbles forming, then it's time to put the octopus in. And the octopus, we want to put the head down first. There's no need to add any water because the octopus is full of water. It's going to release it slowly into the pan. We always cook it with the lid on, and this will probably take around 45 minutes to an hour, but I'll show you how we know when it's going to be ready. And my favorite way of eating octopus is with potatoes. So let's boil some potatoes. You may think that boiling the potato is the easiest thing in the world, which, okay, fine, boiling potato is not rocket science, but boiling potato properly, but there are a couple of things you just need to know. So I'll show you how I do it. First of all, we wash them, of course. We then put it into a pot, and we cover it with cold water. And this is the first thing that's important to say, because to get the best boiled potatoes, always start with cold water. Okay, like so. No salt at this point. Tip number 2, no salt right now. So we're just gonna put it next to our octopus and high heat, and we bring it to the boil. In the meantime, our octopus, come closer. We wanna cook the octopus at a low heat. You can see it's already releasing some of the water. So I put it in the big hob, but now that we got to temperature, we can move it into one of our smaller hobs. So we'll move it here. So this can cook gently for the next half an hour, 45 minutes. We're gonna turn it at some point, and I'm gonna show you a few tricks and pointers to know when the octopus is actually ready. Halfway through, and we give this a turn. And check how much water the octopus has released. Oop, oop. So you see when it cooks, see the tentacles, they're still kind of rigid. And you'll see that when this is ready to be eaten, all the tentacle will kind of like flop back into the sauce. So at the moment, it's still, everything is still pretty rigid. So back in here, we're gonna add some salt. And we close it again. In here we have the potatoes. Make sure that it's a very gentle boil, otherwise you're just gonna break the skin, and you want the skin to protect the inside of the potato, otherwise it absorbs all the water, it becomes super soggy. You don't want that. The potatoes are nearly ready. They're not completely ready, but I want to finish it a little bit in a different way. So I don't want simple boiled potatoes, but you can check just by putting a fork in it and to see how if it comes down like this, then you're pretty much know that the potato is ready. So we're gonna take them out one at a time. And this potato, we want to peel them. Check our octopus is doing, and see, this is beginning to be pretty much cooked. Those tentacles that were before sticking up are now all like hanging loosely in the water. So I'm going to turn this off. And when it comes to the octopus, once you see that the tentacles are back in the broth or in the water, that means your octopus is ready. We cooked this for 45 minutes instead of the hour that I was expecting, but that's okay. We can also test it with a fork. Go inside, it's really tender. And this is the important bit. Once it's ready, don't take it out. What you want to do is that we're going to leave it in the pot with its own water, and we're going to leave it for about 20 minutes. And that's perfect because it gives us enough time to prepare the potatoes that are going to be so scrumptious. And this is how we're going to do it. So step number one is we got to peel them. And peeling potatoes need to be done when they're hot, so it can get a bit burny. So if you feel it's burning, then just take some gloves. Otherwise, toughen it up and peel it. One quick, smooth movements, and most of it comes off. Do it a few times, and you got your little clean potato. And we're gonna cut this into thick cylinders. In Italy, traditionally, the octopus is eaten with just simple boiled potatoes, a little bit of parsley on top. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. I really love paprika with octopus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to infuse some olive oil with paprika. And then we're going to quickly pan fry them and get them crunchy on the outside. And I think that's going to be really, really good with our octopus. So in our case, we cooked the potato nearly completely, but not totally. Otherwise, when we put it in the pan, they're just gonna fall apart, which we don't want to do. So nice. In our pan, extra virgin olive oil, paprika, very low heat, and we're looking to infuse it. So our octopus has been resting in its own broth for about 20 minutes. And the more you let it rest, the softer it's going to get. Look, our huge octopus, all of this is just left over. So we're going to cut each tentacle individually. And this is super, super tender now. Look at the knife just goes right through. And now we get to prepare and grill our octopus and the potatoes. So let's start with the potatoes one at a time. Here we have the hot skillet. This has been heating up for some time. This is a little barbecue trick to make your grill non-stick. Better with a fork. Some lemon. Just go like this. In with our octopus legs. Potato, give it a salt on the other side as well. And when they're golden on both sides, like now, these are all done. 1 minute per side. And this gets to be turned. And when they're grilled, off they come. Look at these lovely sear marks. We make a bed of paprika potatoes. Swirl of extra virgin olive oil. And a sprinkle of paprika. And this is our plate. Done. So let's give this a try. Look how soft this is. Just cuts away. Looks delicious. So tender. Oh, I'm gonna have some more. Buon appetito.